Assalamu alaikum and very good morning to all my dear students of class 8. Today we will discuss the poetic devices of the poem The Duck and the Kangaroo. Students, today we will discuss, as we all are discussing every poems, we are discussing about the poetic devices, which type of figures of speech used by the poet in particular poem. Here, duck and the kangaroo, Edward Lear also has used because he had the poetic license. So that's why he has used many figures of speech in this poem. So today we will discuss the poetic devices of this poem. So here, first of all, first the poet will discuss, that is the rhyme scheme. Which type of rhyme scheme used by the poet in every stanzas? Here we have 5 stanzas. So in every stanzas figures of speech, it means here rhyme scheme used by the poet. We'll see here. Rhyme scheme in the first stanza. See, this is the first stanza here. Kangaroo, as we know that how we are finding a rhyme scheme, right? We are using the letters, right? So here alphabet, first alphabet will use with the particular pronunciation. So here kangaroo is the first pronunciation, we'll use here A. Kangaroo and then after hope. So kangaroo and hope, both pronunciations are different here. So we'll use another letter, that is the B. A, B. Now kangaroo and two, last just the sound is same here. So that's why we use same alphabet, that is the A. A, B, hope and stop. So again here B, hope and stop. Then on, another pronunciation used here, that's why we use the another letter. So what will come after the B? C. A, B, C. Pond and beyond. Again C, same pronunciation. U and kangaroo. What will come here? A, B, A. Because why here A will come, students? Because kangaroo, U and kangaroo same as the kangaroo and two. Same pronunciation used here. That's why what happened here. What is the first stanza's rhyme scheme here? That is the A, B, C, A. Now we'll see in the second stanza rhyme scheme here. See students here, back A, stanza same, so same alphabet will use in the second stanza. Then C, kangaroo, B, back and quack, again same pronunciation, so A will come, true and kangaroo same pronunciation, so B will come, Lee and C same pronunciation, so C will come in both, do and kangaroo. It means here same will follow A, B, so here B and B same here, so that's why we use here B. A, B, C, B. Right? So in the second stanza, A, B, C, B. Poetic device, rhyme scheme followed by the poet. Now we'll see in the third stanza. See here students, in the third stanza, the poet has used the rhyme scheme is duck is the A, reflection, change pronunciation, so B will come, love, again duck and love is the same, rhyming words we can say it is, so that's why we'll use same alphabet, so B, objection again B, A, bold and call, C, do and kangaroo. It is not same as the above, so what will come next? Alphabet come here, so D. Right, so here we can see students, the rhyme scheme of the stanza number 3 is A, B, C, D. Right, now let's see in the next stanza number 4. See the stanza number 4, rhyme scheme is rocks A, completely B, socks again same as the first one, so A, neatly, completely and neatly same, so B, clock and smoke C, and true and kangaroo same as the stanza number 3. What will come here? C here and here D. So in the fourth What will come again here? Same as stanza number 3 and 4. It is the AB, CC, DD. So here students, we discussed about rhyme scheme of this poem. In stanza number 1, AB, CC, AA. In stanza number 2, AB, CC, BB. In stanza number 3, AB, CC, DD. And also same as it is the stanza number 4 and stanza number 5. So here we completed the rhyme scheme of this poem. Now let's see rhyming words. So as we have same words in a pronunciation that become the rhyming words. So here we'll just discuss here. You will make this title next one and you will write here rhyming words. So here we'll see rhyming words. First stanza here, first stanza and second stanza, rhyming words will see kangaroo and true, hope and stop, beyond and gone. Right? No need to write it again. You can write here kangaroo, true and you, it's rhyming words. Hope and stop, it's a rhyming words. Pond and beyond, it's also rhyming words. In stanza number 2, we'll see back and quack. That is the we can say rhyming words. Next it is kangaroo and true. You cannot write again and again kangaroo, but in a one line kangaroo, you, two, and true, it's a rhyming word. Lee, see, it's a rhyming words. Do and kangaroo again also rhyming words here. Next see here students, in the third stanza rhyming words are duck and duck, reflection and objection. Next it's a ball and goal, blue again and kangaroo also rhyming words. In the next fourth stanza same as rocks and stocks, completely and neatly, clock and smoke, true and kangaroo again rhyming words. So you can write this way, rhyming words are from every stanza. You have to write all these rhyming words in your notebook. Students, next, ready and steady, bag and tail, bound and round, who and kangaroo are rhyming words. So here students, we have talked about the rhyming words of every stanzas here. So you have to copy all the rhyming words in your CW. Now we'll see next figures of speech used by the poet is anaphora. Anaphora means what students here? You people know that if one word is there in the stanza, it started from a particular line. And then after that same word repeated in the next line, that becomes the anaphora. See, we'll see stanza number 4. Its example. In stanza number 4, see students here, end word is there and same as in the next line also start with this word end. So this is the example of anaphora. So you will write here this point. Next point is anaphora, stanza number 4. End is used here, end word repeated in the same line in the next line here. That's why it becomes the example of anaphora. So this too we can say it's the example of anaphora. End word repeated in the next line, or that is the example of anaphora. Same as in stanza number 5 also we have another example of anaphora, that is also end. This word used in the next line, that is the example of anaphora. So here these lines you have to copy here, and write there anaphora, stanza number 4, and you will write in the bracket repetition of same word in the next line. Same as in stanza number 5, you will write this example and write in the bracket the repetition of this particular word, which word end. So we have discussed the anaphora here. Now next point we will discuss, that is the enchantment. What is enchantment? Here, if one line is there and at the end of that line no any punctuation marks used, it means that line continue in the next line, that becomes the example of enchantment. Now we'll see its examples here. In stanza number 4, again. See here, students, line number 3rd. See, socks. After socks, we have no any punctuation marks given. It means that this line continue in the next line. These two lines are only one sentence, we can say, because at the end of this word, no any punctuation marks used here by the poet. So this becomes the example of enjambment. So stanza number 4, you have to write this whole line and you will write there no any punctuation marks used by the poet. So this becomes the example of enjambment. So here students, we have discussed about the enjambment in stanza number 4 only it is given. So we have to write there about this also. Next point we discuss is the reframe. What is reframe, students? Whole line repeated there. Here you people also have observed that one line is there, it repeated in every stanza. So here in every stanzas we have seen that line and that become the example of reframe. So here students, what is the difference between refrain and repetition? Repetition means what? Repetition of one particular word, and refrain means what? Repetition of whole line. So here students, we can say it also becomes the example of repetition, as we can say that because words are there and that words repeated, that's why it's also example of repetition. But here refrain we are using because whole line repeated in every stanzas. So we'll see which line is there. This is repeated in every stanzas. We'll see here. Say it up to the kangaroo. This is the line which repeated in every stanza in one particular stanza or in another way. See, we can say here started with this line and also end with this line. One stanza. So say it up to the kangaroo. Say it up to the kangaroo. So this becomes the example of refrain. So students, you have to write this. Refrain means what? Repetition of whole line in stanza. So this is the line and this is the example of refrain, as it repeated 2 times in the one stanza. That is the say it up to the kangaroo. Say it up to the kangaroo. Next, in the next stanza, which line repeated? We'll see here. Say it up to the kangaroo. You can see here in second line and also in the last line. So say it up to the kangaroo here also given. Next in the third stanza, which line repeated? Same as say the kangaroo to the duck. Say the kangaroo to the duck. This line repeated. Say here. Say the duck. Here. Say the kangaroo, the duck and the kangaroo. So this is the example of the refrain, as we know that line repeated twice or thrice in one particular stanza. This becomes the example of repetition. Now, last point we discuss, that is the alliteration. As you people know that alliteration means what? Alliteration means repetition of consonant sound. What is the assonance? Assonance means repetition of vowel sound. As you people know that what is the consonants and what is the vowels. In letters we also differentiate these letters in 2 types. Assonance and consonants. Consonants, what is the vowels here? Vowels are 5, that is the A, E, I, O, U, and rest of other letters are become the consonant. So here alliteration used also here. Alliteration in every stanza, in every poem we have talked about the alliteration. So here also we'll see alliteration. In stanza number 1, see here students, good, gracious. This is the consonant sound here. What? G sound repeated. So this become the, you will write this 2 word, underline G and write in a phonetic way. Right? So G sound repeated. Another is H, hope and how. So H sound also repeated. Then we'll see another is there given. You have to find it yourself because it's the example of the alliteration you will write. See the next stanza we'll see. Stanza number 2. Here, still, sit still stanza number 2, which sound repeated? You will write this word sit, still and say. So S sound repeated here. Students, sing as you can find it yourself. Many examples are there which gives the example of the alliteration. Stanza number here you can say that require and reflection are sound repeated here. So stanza number 3 are sound repeated. See. Then we'll see next is that also speak and show as sound repeated here. Then we'll see next stanza we can say here. See students, K sound also repeated, right? So K is also become the example of alliteration. So here we have some cigarettes and here no not there any. Another we have to find it ourselves. So students, in the last stanza which figures of it is the alliteration is there. We'll see here sit and city. Again it's an example of the, we can say here be and balance. This is also example of alliteration because here be sound repeated. So this also the example of alliteration. Whole here, see whole and hope X sound repeated. So this is also example of alliteration. When and with B sound repeated here students. So students, this is the these all are the example of alliteration. So students, we have here talked about the poetic devices. How many points are covered by the poet as poetic devices or the figures of speech? The first one is the rhyme scheme. Then after you will write the rhyming words, and after anaphora, enjambment, refrain, and last is the alliteration. So students, here you have to copy all these poetic devices in your CW. Still you have any confusion, you can ask me by the comment. So students, thank you and have a nice day.